can you just remind me again why I'm being arrested?
Right, so you're under arrest for section 127 of the Communications Act 2003. You do not say anything that may harm defence. You do not mention when questions language later are in court. And you do say may be given evidence. The necessities for your arrest are for a prompt and effective investigation.
Can I just add as well? You know, when they post when that image was there, below it was about 20 or 30 similar swastikas made up of a Union Jack. They line them all up the same way, yeah. But none of them are being investigated.
Guys, one day, if you haven't already.
They took me to Basingstoke Police Station, put me in a custody cell. One copper watched over me, then another one came in. They said I'd be processed by the desk sergeant. Then probably after an hour or two, he came in and he said, he gave me an option. He said, you can either agree to talk to us now, at an arranged date, and we'll release you, or you have to stay overnight, wait till your lawyer turns up, and we'll question you anyway. Honestly, I was thinking, is it 1939? Is this the Gestapo? Literally, you know. I thought, what am I here for? This is just ridiculous. So, yeah, crazy.
You might remember there was a hate crime awareness course being run by Hampshire Constabulary, the police who are currently attacking motorists and telling them to be nicer to cyclists. They sent, of course, police officers to arrest a veteran because he had caused anxiety to somebody thanks to a Facebook post. Luckily, the bad law group got involved and they won the case. And so now these hate crime awareness courses have been scrapped by Hampshire Constabulary after that incident. Harry, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. What a couple of weeks it's been.
Listen, you can't lose for winning. You know, you must be a happy man this morning.
I'm a very happy man. We keep winning, but we keep winning because I don't think the public realises quite how arrogant and ignorant our police forces are. So when you've got a modicum of intelligence and have a respect for the law like we do, winning is easy. And I tell you what, Mike, every single chief constable in the country needs to be letting its officers know that we may be bursting forth from from kitchens, from behind bushes, from down from trees, whenever they decide to dispatch armed police officers, because police officers are armed, tasers, pepper spray, batons, etc., to check the thinking of regular law-abiding citizens, because the chances are we will be there and we will confront them and we will film them and we will expose them to the world. And by means we will change this country for the better.
And do you think that video actually did that trick? Because, I mean, millions of people have watched it, where Lawrence Fox was there asking questions. When I think the killer blow for me was when the police officer, when asked, why are you arresting me, said, because you have caused anxiety to somebody. I mean, it was quite a remarkable moment.
Yeah, but it was honest, wasn't it? We caught them off guard and they were at least very, very honest. Whilst I have I'm not a great fan of those particular police officers, my opinion is that they are a product of a system. And the system, all this hate nonsense, tipples out of the College of Policing. They just assume that any form of dissent, any form of mockery, anybody who causes anybody else anxiety, that somehow that the state needs to intervene, because in their minds, without intervention, a mocking meme will end up as murder and genocide. Now, that's not hyperbole. That's what the College of Policing guidance used to say, and they've done nothing at all to change that. I mean, we saw that the Court of Appeal declared non-crime hate incidents as unlawful. Well, the police are like crack addicts. They will not give up their absolute desire to keep reporting and meddling. So what they've done, they've gone on a rebranding exercise. So these are no longer called non-crime hate incidents. These are now called, and wait for it, offence incidents non-crime, which gives us the deliciously porcine acronym of OINK. So the police will now be coming round and issuing you with an OINK That's hilarious.
Well, there are those of us old enough to remember why that's funny, but we won't say that now. But meanwhile, of course, in the Telegraph this morning, back in the real world, victims' watchdogs have found out that police have failed to solve a single theft in more than 8 out of 10 neighbourhoods. Well, it's no wonder, is it? They're too busy policing anxiety.
Exactly. Well, of course, if you're going to police actual crime, you have this horrible process. You've got to follow pace, you've got to gather evidence, you've got to pick up your suspects and take them to the police station, you've got to convince the custody sergeant that an arrest was necessary, you've got to do the paperwork, you've got to do the legwork, you've got to gather the evidence, you've got to put the person before the court. That's just what you have to do. But the police, all of that is hard work. The police have found a workaround. They've decided that there is a better system which avoids all of that, and that's by issuing summary justice, by declaring people guilty, and then giving them the option of, it's a coercively led option,
yes,
of going on one of these restorative justice courses where they can have their minds re-educated. Of course, that's why the police are not making arrests. They're far too busy doing this.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I mean, also this morning we're seeing a story saying that armed police are being sent to heart attack patients to take them to hospital in lieu of the failing ambulance system, because ambulances aren't available. We've heard before that you can wait up to 5 to 9 hours for an ambulance. So armed police would say, well, why are we being sent to do this job? It seems ridiculous. I mean, whoever's running the police needs to be run out of town.
You know, you've got good cops and you've got woke cops. The problem is there are so many woke cops doing woke things that ordinary cops are stretched to the absolute limit, and they are having to act as social workers, paramedics, and police officers. But if you note on the video last week, Hampshire Police managed to find 7 police officers to come and police
unbelievable.
me. 7,
yeah,
7 of them. Plus, I think it was 3 separate vehicle assets. So please don't tell us that the police don't have time to come to your burglary. They don't have time to come to your theft. They do have time. They've just prioritised policing hate over everything else. And that is the fault of the College of Policing. It's the fault of gullible chief constables. It's the fault of PCCs, Donna accepted from Hampshire because she's been an absolute star. And also Lisa Townsend from Surrey. She's also been an absolute star. But the rest of them need sacking, getting rid of immediately. And I'll tell you what else needs to happen. Some of these College of Policing folk and some of these chief constables need locking up, because in acting the way they have done, they have committed treason. They've taken the power of arrest and the power of law and the power to restrict our speech and our actions away from the sovereign, and they've taken it upon themselves they've given themselves the authority to do that. This is treason. They need sacking, and then they need locking up.
And if people are in trouble, you've said before, the Bad Law Project, rather, and the Reclaim Party have said, get in touch with us. If somebody is being threatened by the police, what should they do if they're in that situation? Should they get in touch with you?
They should get hold of us. I mean, we're not interested in, if you've been arrested because, the police have found some heroin down the back of your sofa and you definitely didn't put it there. That's not the kind of thing we're interested in. We're interested in police overreach, when the police try and police your opinion, when they try and police your politics. That's when we are interested. So get hold of us at Bad Law Team on Twitter, and we will talk to you. And if we think, there's something in this, then we will be there and we will confront the police as we did in Hampshire.
You're like a Cape Crusader, Harry. You'll have to get an outfit.
Well, if you remember, when I came out of the Court of Appeal, having whooped the asses of the College of Policing, I came out and I said, remember my name. I am the one who knocks. I am the danger. And that is proving to be the case. Every single chief constable in the country needs to be terrified of the Bad Law Project, Lawrence Fox and Harry Miller, because we will absolutely fight on behalf of the British public. We were on Sky Australia on Outsiders the other day, and they described us as Winston Churchill and Robin Hood. I quite like that because they exist in the grand tradition of protecting the British public from tyranny and the overextension of authority. So that's absolutely fine.
Good.
But unfortunately, he did then turn around and call me. What was Robin Hood's fat mate called? Was it?
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck. Yeah. I won't advocate on that.
You've got to be careful how you say that.